You can fix fence anywhere. The day-to-day operational stuff is, for the most part, those are relatively easy to pick up. But to really understand the rhythms of how this place works, you're operating on a time scale that is measured in decades or centuries rather than months or years. I had this kind of very conventional idea of what my life trajectory was going to be. I worked at a big corporate law firm in New York following graduating and quickly realized that that was not what I wanted to do. Food had always been really important to me, and making food, that had been kind of like a unifying feature of my upbringing.
Grew up right outside of New York City and didn't have any agricultural background. Had no inkling that that was even a possibility. We'd been talking about the new Agrarian Program. We felt like we wanted more experience before applying, and finally just decided, let's do it. At first, it was just getting through each day and trying to be calm, cool, and collected with the amount of information that you're just learning. After the first year, it was like, well, there's still so much to learn here. We're just starting to figure out this place, and I don't want to leave and go figure out a new place necessarily. Given where we are now as co-managers at San Juan Ranch, I think most of what we do is team management, people management. That is a huge aspect of ranching, and I think being in a rural community, you have to interact with people and you have to get to know people of various backgrounds. I find that I'm still trying to learn how to be more graceful at it. I think that's a huge part of this, especially if you want to continue in ranching and if you want to be a manager one day or not, or whatever it is. You work with people or animals every day.
Production cycle can be annual, but to really get to know a place, you need to be there for a while. And so I think for us, like, that was part of our career progression. The longer we're here, the holistic picture of this operation and the animals, the landscape starts to kind of meld together into something that is clear and that you can actually work with instead of feeling like it's overwhelming.
You become a part of the ecology of the place in which you're working. You start to be in balance with time and season. You can have that 3-foot vision, but also the 3,000-foot vision, and a lot of what Sam and I have been, growing into. And there were growing pains, and there still are. And I wonder just like when imposter syndrome will go away, because no matter what, I'm not from here, but I feel so connected and want to do everything in my power to create a better community.
One of the great things about agriculture is that it's kind of on the bleeding edge of so many environmental, social issues, this confluence of lots of different things, and it's an opportunity to really have like direct impacts on solving those problems. We've been able to do that, and I think are beginning to carve out an identity for ourselves here. Pearl snaps and Wranglers go a long way. You know, people don't expect that you're from New York if you can dress the part.